Recording. And welcome back to the Buckle Up Podcast universe with Brandon Rush and Mama Rush. Maybe closer. Sorry, one of my friends just checked in. Welcome to the Buckle Up Podcast universe with Brandon Rush and Mama Rush. If this is your first time tuning in, I am actor Brandon Rush. I have been in 80 plus TV show and film productions, credited with 52 speaking roles. And I launched the Buckle Up Podcast with my mom, Mama Rush, who is a pharmaceutical sales specialist. We've done 158 episodes as of today. We will be 159 when we have former Gamecock QB and legend Stephen Garcia coming on here today. He's going to be our special guest. That you guys are tuning in this for Stephen probably. And if not, you're a returning guest for some of the episodes that we've done previously. But Stephen Garcia will be on here today, football legend at University of South Carolina. But about us, as I said before, we are in 106 countries. We've been downloaded in 106 countries on 6 continents. What else we got here? We've been downloaded in 1,132 cities around the world, and I believe I said 6 continents already. We feature people from all different walks of life. From the TV and film business that I've worked in, I've had directors, producers, actors, actresses, writers, casting directors, casting associates, casting assistants, casting producers. We have had doctors on here. We have had lawyers on here. We have had judges on here. I've had friends that are FBI agents of mine that have been on here as well. I've had many military people on here, several of whom are my friends that are veterans. Josh Greb, who is a Cobra pilot. I've had Chad Cunningham, who I also went to University of South Carolina with both of them, who is I believe I got to double check what his helicopter is, but I think it's the CZ something, but I'll have to double check that. But the point of our show is to help educate the youth and give people an opportunity to tell their story about how they got to where they are today. Which is, I think it's always important to give back, which is why I think by having so many different people from so many walks of life come on, tell their stories, it gives the youth an opportunity to be like, hey, you know what, this is someone I want to follow, or this is someone I can listen to, or even not just for just the youth. If your person is looking for a different career change, also finding out there's people out there just like them as well. So we have all these people on here. You're always welcome to DM me at BrandonRushh. That's my Instagram handle. We have the Buckle Up Podcast handle as well, which is BuckleUpPodcast. So you're welcome to DM me on Instagram. You also are welcome to comment on our podcast, leave a note or message. If you're trying to reach me that way, you're welcome to reach out to me about possibly being a guest on here. We've had plenty of small business owners as well on here. We've had CEOs. We've had people that run hedge funds. One of my friends is that runs a hedge fund. That's one of them. But I have another friend that is VP of a bank, Wachovia Bank, I think it is, in Arizona. We have had teachers on here, my professors on here from college. So we are showcasing everybody from different walks of life. And as I said, you're always welcome to reach out to me about being a guest. And so we're going to get ready to welcome Stephen here in about 20 minutes or so. And we're excited to have him on the show today so he can tell us his journey and his story. Also, I would like to recommend Dr. Gentry. We had a big episode last month for colon and prostate awareness month. And we had Dr. Gentry on here for that. I'm receiving a call from my mother, so I'm going to have to take that and hopefully don't accidentally get exited out of this thing, which probably will happen. So let me go ahead and pause it. I just wanted to hop back on here because I was getting a few calls when I was trying to talk about the show earlier today on this message because I can't talk today. So today we have episode 159 with Stephen Garcia. We are now live in New York City. That's where we are doing our very first or 159th episode is from our new headquarters in New York City. So we're excited about that. We'd love it if you support our show. If you like our podcast, please download, please comment, hit like on it, give us reviews. We are on Apple Podcast, Spotify, YouTube, iHeartRadio, and about 12 other directories, which you're welcome to reach out to me about that full list. And as I said before, you're always welcome to be on this show. You just have to reach out to me or get my number from a guest that has been on here, and I will gladly love to speak with you all and have you on the show with my mother and I as we continue to move the show forward. We're really excited about our new headquarters being in New York City. It's exciting. There's so many opportunities here. So many people we're meeting every single day that are going to be coming on the podcast and telling their journey from here in New York. So we like the new headquarters. I think it's great. And we will be continuing to travel with my acting career. I'll still be traveling, going back and forth between Los Angeles and all that. So I still split time between the two. But we just have like a new headquarters set up here in New York City. So in a few minutes here, we'll be welcoming our guest, Stephen Garcia, who we're more than excited to have on today. Thank you. Making sure that's recording, and then I will let him in here. I don't want to do this. Sorry, Mom. I got to do one thing. I got to make sure that I put that on focus. Boom. Do not disturb. All right.
Oh, your mind won't run. My mind will not disturb.
He should be popping up here any second now.
Okay, I can't see that screen because I'm over
Oh,
here.
yes, ma'am. I'm letting you know. He's coming over. I hit.
Okay.
Cut on his microphone and camera.
Okay.
Steven, what is going on, my friend?
What's up, dude?
Not too much, man. I just want to say thank you so much for coming on to the Buckle Up Podcast Universe today with Brandon Rush and my mom.
Yeah, I'm pumped, dude.
Mama Rush is here. Hey, Steven, this is Mama Rush.
How we doing, Mama Rush?
Oh, Mama Rush is busy, but not too busy for you. Okay.
Good. Awesome. Love to hear it. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, man, we can hear you perfectly, man. You look good. You look good, man. Well, look, Steven, today is all about you, brother. What we do with this podcast is we're trying to be educational to the youth as well. So I wanted to go over your whole story today, and we also want people to have the opportunity to leave their legacy and, spread whatever great information they have or just about their life in general. Like, one of the reasons we have people on from all walks of life is because often people get a chance to tell their story.
For sure.
And, I thought that you would be one that is great. You are a Gamecock legend.
for many reasons, I guess.
Yeah, but you know what? I think people can learn from that, man. So, Steven, tell us about you, brother. Where are you originally from and all? Let's see how we got to how you are today.
Yeah, man. So, born and raised in Lutz. It's basically outside of Tampa, Florida. I'm back down here now, just bought a house kind of on the other side of the woods from my parents' house about 8 years ago. So yeah, back on this side of town, man, had to get some space, and we're on close to 5 acres and able to shoot guns and drive all over the place and raise chickens and everything. So yeah, it's quiet out here, which is nice.
Awesome, man. So growing up, that's kind of like the life you live. Is it like farm areas, like rural or suburb? How would you explain it?
I mean, there's plenty of houses and plenty of neighborhoods out here. We just got lucky and found a little plot of land and a couple of houses on it. And it's just been great, man. We're not too far. Like, we're probably 15 minutes from the airport. So it's not we're not way the hell out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So Steven, when you were a kid, man, what was your childhood like?
Well, it was always eventful. I had my sister's the oldest one, and then I had 2 older brothers and then a younger brother. My dad comes from a big family, just a lot of movement, a lot of chaos all the time, a lot of sports. So I always grew up around it. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't trade it for the world, man. I learned so much at such a young age and was able to experience a lot of cool stuff, man. Yeah, and I'm just trying to do that for my kids now.
Absolutely. Steven, with that being said, also, when you were, let's say, coming up and playing sports, how did you, one, realize that you were such a great quarterback? I mean, you might have played baseball too, I don't know, but how did you realize that you were so good? And then would you even tell us about your recruiting process too, if you wouldn't mind?
Yeah, sure. So my 2 older brothers actually played on the defensive side of the ball. They played college football at Harvard. So
okay, wow.
Yeah, it was cool seeing them getting recruited and kind of going on some of those recruiting visits. And I begged my parents like hell to let me play tackle football. And I think 3rd grade is when they finally said, "Yeah, I'm tired of this kid begging me like we're gonna let him play." So I played, and I didn't play quarterback at all. I started playing quarterback my 8th grade year because my grandfather was like, "You need to start playing quarterback. Like, you can actually throw the ball pretty well." So,
Oh wow.
um, started playing quarterback in high school, and yeah, kind of went from there. Played basketball. You asked about baseball. I did not like baseball, man. It's too slow paced for me.
Okay.
I need action, constant chaos, constant action, and football and basketball were the two outlets for that. So, yeah, I played both of those, and it's funny, man. Coach Spurrier, Bob Stoops, a lot of these coaches that recruited me didn't come to one of my football games or
Really?
practices. They always came to the basketball games to see what kind of athlete they were getting. So
Okay.
it was pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah. And then how did you end up narrowing that down to I guess maybe your top three, and then how did you end up choosing Carolina out of all of them?
I mean, the top three were really Oklahoma, South Carolina, and Ole Miss.
Okay.
I was very close to going to Ole Miss, and then Coach Ogeron, called me, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm not going to be here much longer. I'm heading out west to Southern Cal." So it was really between Oklahoma and South Carolina, and Coach Spurrier had such a great comment, and he told us to all of us. He goes, "You can go to Notre Dame, go to Southern Cal, go to Florida, go to these other schools that have a tradition of winning, um, their own history and everything else, or you can come to South Carolina where historically we've sucked. We've never
Yeah.
won anything, and kind of create your own legacy." And I was like, that sounds kind of cool, and especially because it's a 7.5 hour drive from Tampa, so it was just far enough to get away from everybody, but close
Yeah.
enough for everybody to come visit. So it was awesome. I fell in love with the campus, fell in love with the team, Coach Spurrier, obviously, and I don't have any regrets, man. Obviously, there were some bumps along the road, but I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Absolutely. Well, that's part of life, man. And the thing is, you learn from those. Mom, I had another question along those lines. Unless you want to say something before I do.
Yeah, well, like I want to get into being Stephen as a child, but if you want to
Go
talk
ahead.
about football, that's fine.
No, go ahead,
But
Mom. Go to
but
Steve as a
Steve,
child. I'm cool with that. We'll get
okay,
back to it.
Stephen, Mama Rush always wants to peel back the layers a little bit, and you have mentioned some of the things as a child. You kept begging your parents or to let you be in football, but what kind of energy did you bring into a room as a child?
That's a hell of a question.
Yeah.
uh, Man, I don't know. I would assume based on my mom's conversation with my own kids
Mm-hmm.
that the apple didn't fall far, and my kids are absolute savages as well. So um,
That's
I would assume it's pretty. When I walked into the room, everybody kind of knew. Looking back and saying it out loud is kind of wild to say, but I don't know
yeah.
how else to answer that question. That's a great question.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Mama
glad.
Rush asks the best questions always. I'll tell you
Well,
that.
anyway, let me tell you, I'll give you. I doubt if you were the quiet one. All right, you might have been the. Are we the funny one, the wild one, or the protector?
I'd like to consider all three of them, honestly.
Oh, great.
There's a good quote in the movie American Sniper that I'm a huge fan of.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it's like there's wolves, there's sheep, and there's sheepdog.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't repeat what the guy said. I don't know if there's cussing on this thing, but
I know
it
what
was
you're
it was
saying.
something along the lines of you better not be a wolf, you better not be a sheep, and if you're gonna do it, you better be a sheepdog and be a protector of your brothers, your
Oh,
siblings, and your kids. So
that's
I like to have a lot of energy. I like to make people laugh.
Mm-hmm.
But I also like to be a protector. So, I like to think that I'm all three.
I love that.
Amen.
And how did home feel like growing up for you? How was your home life growing up?
Uh, Awesome. Everybody was involved in sports. Um, yeah, like I said, we all played sports. Everybody was busy. I don't know how my mom did it with five
That's
heathen
wild.
kids.
Uh-huh.
But we were a tight knit group. We are still a very tight knit group. And if anything
Uh-huh.
that this whole situation I'm dealing with now has shown, and I told my parents this. I was like, it's shown that the Garcia Nation and the Garcia family is extremely tight knit, and when poo poo hits the fan, everybody comes running to help. So,
Oh,
uh, yeah, I mean, it was a lot. We were very blessed and very fortunate to have a lot of support from both my parents and grandparents and uncles and aunts.
oh,
Uh, so yeah, I mean, it was extremely blissful.
oh, I love hearing that. I come
Well,
from a
that's
big family as well, 6 children in the family. I
Oh yeah.
tell you. So it was a big family. And when we were growing up, we always said, oh, it's too many kids around here. But we are so glad now when our parents were aging and everything, we would take turns. So I love big families now. And so that's what made me
Absolutely.
say, how many children do you have?
We have three.
Oh,
Oh
that's
wow.
great. That is
Yeah.
great. But Brandon, you go ahead. I'm going to keep
Oh,
asking questions in
oh no, no,
between.
you're good. Stephen, first off, before I ask the next question, what are your three? You have boys, girls. What's that like?
Mm-hmm.
So I have a boy and two daughters. So my son Memphis is he just graduated high school, so
Oh,
he's going to play football at New Mexico Military Institute where
Oh.
Diego
oh,
Pavia
congratulations.
went.
Mm.
So
Mm.
yeah, he leaves at the end of July. So it's
Wow.
this whole thing has kind of hit him pretty hard,
Yeah,
as you could imagine. But he's a tough kid, and he's using this as severe motivation. That's kind of what I'm telling him to do. It's like, dude, use this as a chip on your shoulder
amen.
to play. And he had offers to like smaller schools and some
Uh-huh.
preferred walk-ons, and I was like, dude, go where you're going to play. With the
Yeah,
whole
Uh-huh.
transfer portal right now, go where
Uh-huh.
you're going to play, get film, climb the ladder, and go from there.
smart.
So he's
Okay.
doing that, and then I have an 11-year-old daughter, and then a 3-year-old daughter.
They're into sports too, or are they like mommy?
Mommy might be in sports.
They're getting in
Oh
they're
yeah,
getting
she
in
might be
sports.
actually.
I'm forcing my 11-year-old to get into sports. I can't let her just sit there and color and read all the time. So
Yeah,
I said, you got to get off your butt and start moving around a little bit. And I mean, especially with girls flag football, that's what's happening
oh
down in Tampa
yeah,
and
man,
Florida.
Yeah.
I mean, girls are getting scholarships. I mean, I'm training girls now, and dude, there's some freaking ballers.
really?
Oh,
Oh yeah.
wow. I just heard about that. We can talk about that later, about that flag football. Brandon, remind me talk with Stephen. Stephen, we want to talk about that because I heard something recently with flag football and that scholarships and all that kind of thing.
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah.
Go ahead,
it's
Stephen.
getting big, man. Yeah, these girls are pretty freaking athletic, and they actually listen a little bit better than the boys do, if you could imagine that.
Really?
Oh,
Oh,
mm.
absolutely, man. It's not even close.
Yeah.
Uh, it's like herding cats when I got all the boys out there, but with the girls, it's they are locked in, they're dialed in, and they listen the first damn time. So it's a nice change of pace.
I
Uh,
absolutely bet.
Did
yeah,
I
but
miss the
but I
did
mean,
I
it's
miss your baby's name, the baby girl? Did we
her
miss
name is
her name?
my son is Memphis, my 11-year-old is Celia, and then our youngest is Scarlett.
Okay.
Oh, I love that name, Scar. I love all the names.
Yeah,
Beautiful
thank
names.
you, thank you.
Stephen, question for you. We might bounce around a little bit, but I'll make sure that we
Mhm.
hit everything. But so with you, will you explain a little bit about what made you get into coaching? Because now you're mentoring and coach. I mean, like coaching the youth, being a QB coach, right, or something?
That's a unbelievable story, and if you would ask me that 10 years ago, I would have no answer for you.
Yeah.
It was right after I got done so I was with the Bucks on the practice squad for a year after
Oh,
college, and
smokes.
then
Mhm.
and then up in Canada for 2 years. And it was after my first off season. I was over at a local park, just kind of throwing with some buddies, and this guy came up to me and was like, "Hey, man, who the hell are you? Like, you can throw the hell out of the ball. Like, what's going on?"
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I told him, and he's like, "Oh, I actually played at Michigan State. This kid plays quarterback. I'm doing his like personal training. Have you ever trained quarterbacks?" And I was like, "Absolutely not." And he's like,
Yeah.
"Well, his dad's a very high profile attorney in town,
Oh
so
wow.
he'll pay you." And I was like, "Sure, man. Give me his number. Like, we'll figure it out." So, anyways, long story short, I'm talking to this guy, and he's like, "What do you charge?" I was like, "I don't know. I mean, I would say I'll just do it for free. I'm out there training. I might as well train you." And he's like, "Yeah, I'll just give you
Yeah.
$100 a session." I was like, "Okay,
Ooh.
sure, done." So, ever since then, I, just kind of been doing it, and word of mouth, and it's been awesome, man. I've had so many parents and kids that I haven't even talked to that kind of stopped playing, or they graduated and they're off to business and doing everything else.
Mhm.
And they were like, you've impacted me so much over the years from training.
Mhm.
And I just want you to know, like, anything that you need, like, I'm right around the corner. So feel free to hit me up. And I look at this whole this quarterback training as kind of like being a older brother
Amen.
to these guys, and it's truly been a blessing, man. It keeps me in shape, it keeps me in the game. Uh, and it's been a blast, man. Getting a chance to like travel up to Columbia and Greenville and running quarterback camps up there and getting a chance to meet with other people. I mean, it's really been
Mhm.
fun.
Absolutely, and probably a full circle moment for you too. Not realizing God had a plan for you that you didn't see at first, but just being there that one day and that person seeing you and be like, hey, not knowing who you are, and it happened to be that you managed to touch so many lives because of that moment of just being where God meant for you to be that day.
Dude,
Uh-huh.
no doubt about it, man. If there's one thing I've learned, more recently than not, is everything happens for a reason, and
Mm-hmm.
you got to take everything in stride and just know that there's a bigger plan, and
Mm-hmm.
kind of use this whole situation that I'm in to kind of bring awareness to men's health and just overall health in general, women's health, and just if you're not feeling right, just get checked up and get checked and see what happens. So
I,
it's
I,
Amen.
it's a tough deal, and especially as men and as an athlete,
Yeah.
we don't like talking about, we don't like going to see the doctor. We think we're Superman and all
Yeah.
that stuff, but
mm-hmm.
poo poo happens.
Yeah, it does,
Uh-huh.
man. I know that when my dad was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, I was for years, a couple years, I've been seeing him, and I'm like, Dad, I think something's wrong, man. I'm like, look, I work out all the time. The way you're losing weight, it's just not adding up. It's just not adding up. And then finally, something happened where he had like a bleed out, and that's when he was diagnosed with it. And then but to see how he handled that, still I'm trying not to get choked about today, but it still is so encouraging because this one entire time he was trying to minister to other people and keep other people encouraged when he was going through it. So but what you were saying with people getting checked out, and not only that, even with your situation, my dad was big on getting people checked out early. My mom was big on getting people checked out early. We had Dr. Gentry, who's a colon cancer and prostate cancer doctor, on here about a month ago doing colon cancer awareness month, and he was talking about trying to get people tested earlier and why it's not down as low as it should be. And I'm extremely sorry with what you're going through, but you're an example because that scared the heck out of me. I talked to my brother about it. I'm like, man, I think that I need to go get checked now because Stephen's so young that like this can happen to anyone at any kinds of ages. What's happening with you?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I mean, trust me, it was definitely a kick in the groin getting that
Yeah,
getting that
Mm-hmm.
information. But dude, we have such a great team of doctors, oncologists, surgeons, that have come to the team, and it's just everybody's super confident we're gonna get through this. They're
heck
like,
yeah,
you're young, you're athletic, you're an active guy. We're gonna give you the biggest and the baddest freaking chemo, so it's gonna beat your ass pretty good.
yeah,
But we think you're gonna we don't think we know you're gonna get through it. We
amen.
anticipate you getting through it. We had a meeting with the liver surgeon today,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean the guy was laughing his whole time. He's like, dude, this is gonna be like 3 months out of your life. I'm gonna cut this thing out, and then I'm gonna buy you beers.
Heck
You'll
yeah,
have beers on me. So I mean, it's stuff like that that's like super encouraging. And the best
encouraging.
part about it is
Mm-hmm.
the team that we have. And I told him immediately. I was like, I don't want to be sugar coated. Don't tell me something. Don't try to boost my ego.
Yeah,
I need to know what I'm up against. That's just how I'm wired.
yeah,
And
Mm-hmm.
they have not sugarcoated. They're like, dude, we're gonna get through this. It's gonna be a long road. It's gonna be tough, but you have the right attitude. You have the right mindset. You're the perfect candidate for what we're gonna be doing. So just
amen.
trust the plan, and that's all I can do, man. Just one day at a time. It ain't
That's
gonna be easy. It kind of beat my ass a little bit yesterday, but it's part of the deal.
oh,
Amen.
well, I tell you, I am so happy you're here sharing
Yeah,
the story because I think, as you said, men don't usually respond to uh, their health needs as quickly as women, and maybe not aware of it as well. What made you know that you felt something different, and you decided, wait a minute, this is right? So, if you don't mind, it's just explaining what others can be aware of.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So I guess it was probably last July, is what my wife thinks. I had some like lower abdominal pain, but
Mhm.
it was sporadic. It was random, and nothing like too crazy, nothing like super sharp to where I was like, oh damn, this does not. I feel like I'm a vomit. And I would have like some inconsistent stools,
Mhm.
and I never felt like I was totally empty, if that makes sense.
mhm,
So,
yeah,
and that kind of went on for a few months. But again, I never had like any of the symptoms. I never had like any blood. Didn't have any
Mhm.
yellowing of the eyes or skin,
Mhm.
or I wasn't sore anywhere. It was just sporadic pain every now and then.
Mhm.
But it just went on for a few months, and eventually my wife was sick of it, and she goes, "I'm taking the doctor. We're going to get an ultrasound to see what the hell's going on."
oh wow,
Yeah.
So we got the ultrasound. They found two spots on the liver.
Mhm.
Um, and then they requested an MRI to get a better look. So we went to the MRI. They found two lesions on the right side of the liver.
Mhm.
And then they requested a colonoscopy like immediately. So I got the colonoscopy, and that's when they found the mass in the rectum and did the
Mhm.
biopsy. And then they put the port
The port, yeah, I know the port. I took my dad to get his port.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
I mean, it all happened in 3 days.
Yeah,
The
Mhm.
colonoscopy, the biopsy, and the port, and then the following week I had my first round of chemo. So I mean, it happened in a hurry, but like I said, the team that we have, they've all been super encouraging. They're like, look, we're gonna hit this thing fast and furious, and you're the kind of guy that's gonna handle this. So
heck yeah, man.
Right.
I told
But
them when they said what they were gonna give me, I was like, dude, double the dosage, man. Let's get this camp. Let's get it done.
Yeah,
let's
Let's get
get
it
busy.
done.
let's get busy. Heck yeah,
Let's get
man.
busy. Well,
Yeah.
it's so great to hear that you have a wonderful medical team working with
Yeah,
you, and that is half the whole battle. But your
You're right.
attitude, you are the other half of it, and
yeah.
you're going in there, and I can hear it in you, Stephen. I can hear that you're so positive. You're ready, like doctors. You got your thing together. I put somebody else on this team.
Yeah. No, you're 100% right.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what,
Wonderful.
Go
it's
ahead,
huge.
Stephen. Yeah.
Go ahead,
It's
Stephen.
huge hearing from people like you and just fans, fans of other teams that have reached out. I mean, just offering thoughts and prayers and saying like, look, man, like we remember playing against you. Like you're a tough ass competitor. Like there's no doubt you're going to beat this thing. And
Mhm.
it's that kind of, that confidence booster that everybody needs. And I'm extremely blessed and humbled, to be honest, by, people reaching out, and I'm super blessed that, Brandon asked me to be on this thing. I mean,
Mhm.
you got a hell of a
Thank you,
platform,
man.
and this is huge. So,
Oh.
um, I'll tell you what, another, to kind of piggyback on the quarterback training thing,
Yeah.
when the
Please go
whole
into it.
when the oncology or the colonoscopy, was finished, the guy came out, and I was all loopy from the drugs and all that, but he told my wife, and she was just completely upset and devastated. She immediately called a kid that I trained, whose dad is a surgeon, a
Oh
GI
wow.
surgeon. So
Mhm.
she called him immediately, and he lit his hair on fire and called everybody that he knew,
Amen.
and that's when the wheels started turning, and stuff started happening. So that's another positive of doing the quarterback training, is that
Yeah,
you shake hands with some very influential, very powerful people, and it's truly a blessing.
absolutely. And
Oh.
Stephen, I just want to say one thing. Kindness goes a far way too.
For
You
sure.
Mhm.
gave of your time. You're a good man. You touched other people's lives, having no idea that that would circle back. So, and especially in these days, kindness goes a far way. So know that you also put that blessing into people, and that's coming back to serving. I feel like when you're good to people, God automatically bless. I'm a religious person. God bless you back tenfold when you were there for somebody. Even if it's showing up when no one else picks up or just being there. And so I feel like the blessings that are coming back from you is showing the impacts that you've made in people's lives, whether you realize it or not. And it's nice to see. I mean, it's a beautiful thing to see, and you're
Mhm.
deserving of it.
No, you're absolutely right, and I had no idea the impact. I mean, when my wife set the GoFundMe up, she put it at like $20,000 or something like that. I was like, Masha, who the hell is going to give me 20? Like, this is ridiculous. Like, nobody. I'm expecting like $100, if
Yeah,
that.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
then next thing you know, we look at it, and it's insane. So, and then just the outpour of DMs and text messages and calls from people.
hmm
Getting calls from the UCLA head coach, getting calls
Mhm.
from Clemson's head coach, from South Carolina's,
Mhm.
Auburn. I mean, AJ McCarron from Alabama. I mean, all these guys
oh
that have
wow,
been reaching out.
Mhm.
It's truly it's humbling. Like I can't say that word often enough, because it's truly humbling. I had no idea that people gave that much. I don't know if I can cuss on this, but
you're good.
I didn't think they
Mhm.
gave that much of a shit about me, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Um, but I think everybody, like you said, is encouraged by the story, and that I'm kind of so open
Mhm.
about it. But
Mhm.
that's what I'm using this entire situation to try to help people,
Amen.
that if they're not feeling right, go get checked, and maybe it'll save a life, maybe it'll save a loved one's life. I mean, uh,
Mhm.
it's the clock's ticking on everybody, and
Yeah,
I'm a
That's
firm
right.
believer in karma. So I'm trying to get as much good karma as possible, and use the karma that I had before, start using it now. So
yeah,
Okay.
it's a cool thing. But again, man, I'm super happy and super excited that that, and thankful that you invited me on this show,
Oh,
man.
of course, man. Thanks for coming. One of the things we do here, I know with my dad, with what happened to him, I try to get as much information out there as possible. Me and my mom have always been trying to all about helping people, and as much information we've been able to talk about with pancreatic cancer and have the doctors and nurses we have that hit all different kinds of topics. It's a blessing to us that we have people like you that have been willing to come on and share their story from either the medical side of it or on your side of it. And so it means the world to us because you're leaving the world a better place. And if it makes a difference in one person's life, then we've done our job.
Oh, no doubt about it. No doubt
Yeah.
about it. Like I said, I've had people that are, message me out of the blue I haven't talked to in years saying, "Hey man,
Mm.
I'm going to get checked. I already set my appointment." So
Oh, this is great. This
no,
is great, Stephen. Oh, you
it's awesome.
smart.
It's been draining mentally,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
trying to get back to everybody.
Uh-huh.
But I feel like I need to do that because people are sharing their life stories and telling me about, stuff that
Uh-huh.
they've went through and giving me tips and advice and suggestions. Not all suggestions are great, by the way. I will say that there's a lot of crazy stuff out there.
Yeah.
But I still think that it's awesome that people are taking time out of their day to reach out to me, and I just want to show them that I appreciate them doing that. And it takes a lot. It does take a lot of courage to kind of be vulnerable. And
Yeah.
I'm not a vulnerable guy. I don't like being vulnerable, but this is it's a time and place to show that people can come together on it.
Yeah.
Amen.
And to that point, what has truly surprised you most about human kindness during this season of your life?
Uh, Really, all of it. If that makes sense. You see everything
Mhm.
on social media and how divided they make everybody seem.
Yes.
It's infuriating. It's not right, but I know that's just part of their plan, man. It's part of their deal, and it's hard to conquer people when they're together. They want to try to divide everybody as much as possible, and
Mhm.
it's very encouraging. Getting all walks of life reaching out to me and it's just like I said, I can't be humbled enough, and it's super encouraging, and it gives me inspiration for not only my generation, but my children's generation that the world is not as bad as
Yeah.
Twitter and Instagram make it seem.
Absolutely.
There is solid people out there that actually care about the human race. So
Mhm.
it is encouraging.
Oh,
It,
that's wonderful to hear. And let me tell you one thing.
yeah.
Now, we're here in South Carolina, and
Well,
when you
mom's in South
first
Carolina, I'm in New
put,
York.
oh, but I forgot you, Brandon's in New York. I'm sorry. I
It's all
forgot
good.
about Brandon being in New York. But when you first, because we have to talk about the Gamecocks
Yeah,
just
we
a
have
little
to.
bit, when
Yeah.
you first put that Gamecock uniform on, how did it make you feel?
Invincible.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Uh,
wonderful.
it's indescribable. I was 18 years old and running out to 2001 and
Uh-huh.
100,000 people screaming at you. I mean, I'm getting goosebumps right now. You can't really tell, but
Yeah.
um, it was every kid's dream. And when that first happened, I was like, man, I actually think I can do this. I can play here. And I worked my ass off to do it. And
Yeah.
it was truly a one of a kind experience. And I wouldn't, like I said, I know there was bumps and bruises along the way, but I wouldn't have changed it for the world.
Oh, wow,
Absolutely.
that is so
And,
wonderful to hear. Everybody out there who wants to be a Gamecock, here's Steven's story.
yeah. And Steven, for you to, I mean, you were part of your team is the one that changed that whole entire program around to a powerhouse. And you guys beat some incredible teams doing that at that point. What was your psyche like during that time? Because obviously, I mean, I can only imagine you're 18 years old. You have school pressures on you. You have the pressure. I don't know, maybe the pressure to perform for yourself because you want to work with your teammates to do the best you can. What was that like going through all that and seeing the transition from Coach Spurrier saying like, "Hey, we're not a winning team right now," to you guys becoming the team?
Oh, I mean, that's a great question. And, that's what we were there to do. That's why he recruited us there. And, uh, we knew that it was going to take a lot of work. But we had guys that were willing to put in the work. We had Melvin Ingram, we had Stephon Gilmore, Alshon, Marcus Lattimore, Clowney. We had guys that, held each other accountable. And I think that's one of the biggest things that I feel like we improved on from, I got there in January of 2007 to when I left in 2011
Mhm.
is the team started taking ownership of the team. We didn't have to have Coach Spurrier or a coordinator or, position coach get on our ass about, going to class, about, going to meals, going to missing workouts. We all held each other accountable. And, that's a testament, to the Lindsay twins, to Jasper and Casper Brinkley,
Mm.
a lot of those guys, Ryan Suckup. I mean, a lot of these guys that were there in the early stages that, said, hey, man, this is the footprint. This is what Coach Spurrier wants to do.
Mhm.
We're graduating, so we're not going to be part of this successful team, but you guys have this footprint, you guys have the talent, you guys
Mhm.
use this footprint and go with it. And for all intents and purposes, I feel like we actually accomplished that. I mean, hell, we did. We had some of the most successful seasons in Gamecock
Seriously.
history.
Yeah, and they're fun to watch too, brother. What mom might not know is that you compete against Tim Tebow and Cam Newton, one both those guys,
What?
wasn't it?
Yep, yep.
I didn't realize
Yeah,
that.
I know my mom didn't. I knew, but I know my mom wasn't aware.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
I want to hear, but one thing I want to mention, Brandon is not telling you that he walked onto the football team at Carolina.
Before you got there, brother.
No kidding.
Yeah, spring league. So I was there doing the spring league, but I never
Yeah,
got to
just
make it to the
English.
level you guys were.
What year?
So that would have been 04, 04 to 05.
Okay. So the Lindsay and the Brinkley twins were
Yeah,
there?
they were all there.
Yeah.
And then Savell was still there. Savell was there.
Yep.
Demetrius Summers,
Yep.
loosely still there, but Corey Boyd was the big time guy at that point.
Okay. Yeah, man, all those guys. I'll tell you what, man, it's been crazy. Jasper sent me a freaking video message. It's honestly incredible. I haven't talked to that guy in years, and the fact that he sent me a message was just, it's like I said, it's humbling, man. He's an NFL coach right now, and he's taking time out of his day to send me a 3-minute long video. I mean, it's just it's pretty cool. I mean, that's when I posted. I'm like, that garnet and black blood, man. It runs very deep and very thick.
It
So
really does.
Absolutely.
it's pretty
And
cool.
yeah, I love the Carolina spirit. I love the Gamecocks. And the one thing when Brandon walked on and I went down there on that field, I looked like a little ant looking up at them. I tell you, I said, wow, this is how tall are you, Stephen? How tall are you?
6'3".
Oh, okay. Wow. And how much did you weigh when you first joined?
When I first got to South Carolina, I was 210, and then after my first winter workouts, I was 250. They put weight on in a hurry.
All the locker room and the food, y'all get all that specialized.
I think
It's beautiful.
I think some of the beer helped in that weight gain.
Okay. Stephen, question for you. What do you think was maybe your toughest thing you had to overcome while playing? Or it could be either a moment of adversity. It could be playing in this stadium, man. Every single time I knew I was going into the Lions Den, although you guys did that a lot. What do you think because I'm going to say that for the new student athlete that could hear your story and maybe draw from that.
Man, probably the biggest adversity was, and there was a lot of adversity I faced during my time there. It was probably getting arrested my first semester up there, and then getting suspended, and I was like, man, this is not at all how I envisioned being here.
Yeah.
I should have stayed my ass in high school for another half year.
Yeah.
But it's like, I was a long-haired, bearded kid, and I thought I could do what all the other college guys were doing and just partying and having fun, and obviously I could not. So especially being 18 years old, that was not a good idea. But just the fact that it happened, and Coach Spurrier had my back, and he's like, if you want to transfer, if you feel like you need to get out of here, by all means, we'll sign your transfer. You can go to any other SEC school. And this was before the transfer portal, so if you transfer, they could restrict on where you wanted to go. But I told him, I said, look, man, I committed to South Carolina. I committed to play for you. I'm not going anywhere unless you get me out of here.
Yeah.
So I mean, there was plenty of times where there was adversity, and it was mostly off the field. And I'd imagine it's harder nowadays than it is, than it was back then, just with how much pressure these guys have to perform, to live up to their NIL money, to live up to all the other stuff. It's a lot of pressure, and if you don't handle it well, it will bury your ass in a hurry.
Absolutely.
And you see it all the time, man. You see it all the time.
Yeah. Stephen, I wanted to say one thing. My dad, when he was alive, he used to say that nobody's perfect. We're all human and make mistakes. And he said that because a friend of ours had gone to jail one time. And the point of me saying that is this: people get in trouble all the time. As long as you're not continuing that process of doing trouble, plenty of people have been arrested before in their lifetime. Plenty of people have gotten in trouble. But as long as you change from that and learn from that, it's part of us all being human. No one is perfect because we all make mistakes, man. And it's the fact that you're able to learn from it. You learned back then. You're able to give the wisdom that you gave today to people out there that, hey man, trouble happens. It happens to everybody when you least expect it. But as long as you bounce back and don't maybe continue down that pattern, that can save you time. It can even help you out in the long run too. So I just want to put that out there.
No, absolutely. And it's funny. Ever since I moved back to Tampa, I haven't gotten in trouble once. So all those Clemson cops up in Columbia, man, they had it out for me.
Absolutely, man. But
Pretty
you were also
good.
under a microscope too,
Well,
like as a
for,
student
for
athlete.
sure, for sure. And I was so damn hard headed. I didn't understand that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Burr would say you're a big fish in a small pond, and I had no idea what the hell that even meant.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's obviously I understand that now. But
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, I mean, I had no idea. Like I wasn't fighting people. I wasn't beating up girls. I wasn't doing anything. I was literally
Mm-hmm.
just partying with my teammates and just trying to be, the funny guy. And
Yeah.
you can't do that as QB1, man.
No, you can't, man.
It doesn't mix. It doesn't mix.
Absolutely. And Steve, I want to make sure I say one more thing too, man, because you mentioned your wife. Would you say her name one more time? Because I heard Matcha, but then I thought I heard Misha.
No, Masha.
Masha.
Marsha.
Please tell
Marsha.
us about her, man, because I don't want to get you in trouble and have you not be mentioned.
Yeah,
You not mention her.
that's a
Yeah.
good.
So she's Russian, um, and 10 years younger than I am, and she is an absolute psycho. I love her to death, man. I actually met her on Instagram, believe it or not.
Okay.
Oh,
So it's a interesting story. We had a mutual friend, and he sent me a picture. They were doing like some business together, and I was like, "Who the hell is that? Send
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
me send me her information." And she's
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
actually from Lutz. She's was raised I don't know, like 2 minutes down the road. So I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm from Lutz as well. I have a house here now," and we just kind of hit the road running, and went out that first night. And I was like, "Damn, I'm in trouble. Like, there's no way I'm letting this girl go." And
Oh,
Heck yeah, man.
here we are now. So
isn't
so
that
Awesome,
she's
brother.
she's
wonderful?
she's looking at me now, laughing her ass off.
Hey, you gave her the credit that she deserves, man. You gave her the credit she deserves.
Yeah,
Um, Mom, another question you have or anything?
No, I'm just smiling all the way about it because Stephen, your heart is so pure and
Sure.
so open, and I just love it. I mean, it's just
Genuine.
Brad, I don't know if we it's just how we can read people
People's
through a
spirits.
phone and all, and it just gives me such joy today.
well, I
And
appreciate it.
I'm trying to learn a lot of new things, but anyway, this is giving me such joy. Go ahead, Brandon. You do your thing, and you ready for
Okay.
whenever you
Well,
say you don't
Steven,
want to go too much.
I'm gonna hit you with the lightning round, but I want to say before I even hit you with the lightning round, man, I can't thank you enough for coming on here today. I
Mhm.
know we've been trying to link up forever now, but I appreciate that when I called you, like, hey, Brandon, no problem, man, I'll hop on. That means the world to me. It means the world to our audience. My nephew, who is my world, I can't wait till he hears your episode, so he knows, like, hey, man, Steven's a guy that I can look up to, and it's someone that I'm going to be
Awesome.
like. So I just want to say thank you for that. And then you're always welcome back on the show anytime. You just hit me up, be like, hey, B, can I come in there and talk about some more stuff? Because I wanted to do a overview of you today. And then you're always welcome back anytime. But I have a lightning round for you of questions.
Okay, and
Beautiful.
Brandon,
Let's do it.
before we begin the lightning round, did you want to ask him off about the gastroenterologist or the
Oh,
rectal?
Stephen, we have Dr. Gentry, who's, I told you, an amazing man. He's a doctor that we love. If you ever want to do an episode with him, he'd be more than happy to talk to you about stuff if you would like. So if
Yeah.
that's something you want to do, just let me know. And Dr. Gentry is absolutely amazing. I think he's a guy that we loved having on the show because it was truly a special episode. He's the gastro, he's a
Well,
oncologist,
actually, he's a rectal colon specialist.
specialist.
He's a
Okay.
specialist, and he's located in Richmond, Virginia. This big practice. I used to call on that practice in Richmond when I sold medicines. It's one of the best, top premier practices on the East Coast.
Awesome.
And Dr. Gentry did speak during the last month. I mean, back in March when we had that awareness month, colon cancer awareness month, excuse me. And he was so great. And so Brandon has reached out to him, but we wanted to make sure you were comfortable in maybe doing an interview with him on the
Absolutely.
show. And so before we go to the lightning round, Brandon, I just want to make sure we brought that up.
Thank you, Mom. It just slipped my mind, so I appreciate it.
No,
No
yeah,
problem.
absolutely.
All
No
right.
problem.
Absolutely.
And he said he would love to. He said he can talk to you about anything would you like. He's a great guy. So here's a
Mhm.
lightning round, Stephen. It's one-off questions or as long as you want it to be. So favorite Gamecock memory of all time.
Beating Florida in the swamp
Okay.
to win the SEC in 2010.
Okay. Loudest stadium you've ever played in. Ooh,
Man, honestly, probably Williams-Brice.
really?
That place used to absolutely get cranking. But away, I would say either the swamp
Mm.
or Tennessee.
Okay. Favorite teammate ever.
Oh man, that's dude. There's so many of them. Man,
You can mention as many as you like, man. It's all good, brother.
I mean, literally, I'm thinking of like 55 different guys right now.
Okay.
I would say, someone I've kept in contact with the most. Obviously Pat DeMarco was, we were doing the podcast together, but Terrence Campbell, T Camp, kept in contact with him. He's the most positive, energetic dude I think of all time.
Okay.
And then, especially more recently, Melvin Ingram,
Okay.
gotten real close with him, and he said he's flying down here this week to hang out. So, dude, it's there's so many guys that have just reached out. I feel bad not mentioning all of them, but
That's all good, man.
there's so many guys that it's like I said, that garnet and black blood, man. It runs deep.
It really does. Funniest teammate.
Ryan Suckup was pretty damn funny. But you had to get his sense of humor. If you didn't understand his sense of humor, he wasn't that funny. He was very sarcastic, kind of like Jim from The Office, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Always playing pranks and just BSing around. So yeah, he was pretty funny.
Okay. Hardest hit you ever took.
Man, I would say I can't remember the guy's name. Played linebacker at Ole Miss and then played for the 49ers for a year. Last name
I know
Patterson.
what you're talking about. I know exactly. He's the one that retired early, right?
Yeah.
I can't remember. I did a commercial with him, and I can't remember his name to save my life. But I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, ran a QB sneak. This is before I had the rib protectors.
Mm-hmm.
Ran a QB sneak down at the goal line to score, and he put his helmet right between my rib cage, and
Oh God.
they didn't break, but I think they bruised pretty significantly. That knocked the wind out of me pretty heavily.
Holy smokes! I don't know if this was on here, but I'm gonna ask myself. What is the hardest team you think you ever played?
2008 Florida Gators.
Okay, that's with Tebow.
They drug us. They drug us bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was 56-6 over in the swamp, man. And we had a good team, and they just Percy Harvin. I mean, all those that got ugly in a hurry.
Yeah, man. And the other ones won the championship that year too, I think.
Yeah, they steamrolled everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, Steven, hold one moment. Steven, you keep referring to the swamp. Now we're on 6 continents.
Mom, the swamp is University of Florida's football stadium. It's called the Swamp.
Oh,
yep,
okay.
The Florida Gators.
I didn't know what I'm thinking about. The 6 continents.
Oh yeah,
on
Stephen,
all the millions of people watching.
People around the world might not know what that is.
Yeah.
So people around the world, she's right. Mom's right. People around the world wouldn't know, but it's the Swamp is a University of Florida's football stadium, which is notoriously being difficult to swamp.
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Favorite pregame song or favorite artist?
Oh man, Last of the Mohicans.
Oh heck yeah.
Yeah, I forgot the name of I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Promontory.
The one from the end of the movie?
Yeah, it's the dang, hold on one second. Did I lose you?
Oh no, I still hear you. Oh yeah, you're good.
Yeah, sorry, I just had one of the guys just FaceTimed me.
No, you're good.
Yeah, it's the
yeah. Dude, that song's hard.
Yeah, so that was honestly the only song that I listened to on repeat.
Really?
And I remember Coach Spurrier would always try talking to me before the game. I had the big headphones on, and I'm just sitting there just like I got the freaking death stare at him, and he's like, "Do you hear me?" I'm like, "No, man, get away from me. I'm getting the zone, dude."
Absolutely. What was your favorite cheat meal?
Cheat meal. Oh man, this sounds terrible, but after every Monday practice, so the starters didn't really practice on Mondays.
Mm-hmm.
They had this thing called Monday Night Football, so all the backups played. So we rode scooters to practice back in those days, and me and my teammate Andrew Clifford would go to Little Caesars after practice and
Mhm.
get an entire pepperoni pizza, the crazy bread, and a 2 liter of soda or whatever, and house the entire thing each.
Oh wow.
Can you eat? That's my grandson's favorite.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm
But
getting
Papa
sick just
John's.
thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey man, I used to be able to eat Chick-fil-A sandwiches every day at Russell House, but I can't do that anymore.
Yeah, I
Um,
remember those days too.
yeah. Beach or mountains?
Beach, easily.
Okay.
Mhm.
One word to describe South Carolina fans.
Passionate.
Mhm.
Favorite movie?
Damn. Braveheart.
Oh, I like that one too.
Favorite quarterback growing up? Ooh,
Brett Favre.
okay.
Oh.
If not football, what career would you have wanted?
There was never a plan B, man.
I like that.
Mhm.
I think maybe try to crack into the acting scene. I don't. That's probably a harder scene than playing professional sports, man.
I don't know about all that, but it's pretty difficult. But it's not this. It's not exactly the same. But you know what, Stephen? The thing that gives me the most joy of when I played football is acting. It's the only thing I can It's the only thing I can pair the process of what you have to go to get there, but not
Uh-huh.
not to the full process level. Um, Coffee or energy drinks?
Neither.
Okay,
Mhm.
I'm not. I have enough energy. I don't need any of that.
I hear that, brother. One thing fans would be surprised to know about you. That could be anything.
I feel like they know everything about me right now. I don't really know. I don't know.
Mhm.
I have no idea.
Okay, no, who's the best athlete of the Garcia family?
Oh, me by far.
Okay, there
Yeah,
you go.
not even close.
Yeah. Best advice Coach Spurrier ever gave you?
Time heals all.
Oh, that's good.
One
Uh,
person. Oh, so go ahead. No, go ahead.
no, that I thought that's really one of the only things that I remember him saying. Everything else kind of went in and out the other.
Uh-huh.
When I was going through all the trouble and everything else, and
Uh-huh.
ultimately got kicked off the team, he's like, "Listen, these fans will never forget what you did for this program. Time heals all. Don't burn
Mhm.
any bridges. You're going to be welcomed back with open arms. Just time heals all." And I like to think that that's true. So
Amen, man. I believe so. One person you'd love to sit down with and have dinner with.
man, these are some good questions.
That's what we're here for at the Buckle Up Podcast Universe.
Man, you ain't kidding.
That is a
There's
mess.
there's there's a lot of guys, man. A lot of people that I love to. Michael Jordan.
Okay, I like
That would
that.
be great. Uh-huh.
Favorite thing to do away from football?
Uh, be with my family.
Oh, I
Okay.
love that.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
One thing that instantly brings you peace.
Shooting guns.
I like that.
Oh.
And then here's my last question, Stephen. If you could go back and tell your younger self anything at 18, what would it be?
Turn your freaking brain on. Don't be so hard headed. When your coach is asking you to do something like cut your hair or shave your beard and dress like you're going to play golf to go to class, just do it. Even though it's 9,000 degrees in Colombia, as you know.
Yeah.
I just don't be so hard headed. That's what I tell all these kids that I'm training now. I tell my own kids that it's like, just don't be so hard headed. Take advice. These guys have been there. They know what the hell they're talking about. You don't have to be so hard headed, and it's tough. And it's funny. I actually talked about this the other day. It's a blessing and a curse that I'm extremely hard headed. On one side of it's the whole Coach Burr thing. I was extremely hard headed. It got me in some trouble. On the other side, the flip side, I'm extremely hard headed to where I know that I'm gonna beat this thing. I know when
Yeah.
the odds are stacked against me, I don't care what the odds are. I'm gonna beat this thing. So it's a
Mhm.
double-edged sword. But for the most part, man, it's just when somebody's trying to give you solid, good advice, don't be so hard headed and just try to listen to it.
Mhm.
Amen. Well, Stephen, you've been a blessing today, brother. I
Mhm.
said we're here for you. Just let me know anything you need. I'll try my best to do it. I'm gonna let Mama Rush close it out, but thanks again, man, for coming on. I say you're welcome back anytime, anytime, and I'll
No,
try to get you on the
absolutely,
track
man.
country.
Okay.
No,
That's
let's definitely try to link that conversation up with
Oh,
Dr.
he would love
Garcia.
to.
we
I'm
will.
gonna I'm gonna let him know as soon as I get off. Whenever we get off, I'm gonna let him know tonight because he was just waiting. He was gonna hop on here today, but I was like, hey, let me just have this one with Stephen and Mom. But
That
he
sounds
is
good.
1,000% down.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm in.
Okay,
Well,
heck yeah, brother.
Stephen, tonight just wasn't any type of interview. It, if I can say this to you, you are a young man sharing your life, your heart, your lessons, and your strength with the world. And we thank you for trusting us enough to have this conversation with you tonight. Your story is bigger than football. Your impact is bigger than statistics. And what people will remember most is your humanity, your honesty, your courage, and the way you continue to fight forward with strength. We are praying for you, your family, your children, and everyone walking beside you during this journey. And to everybody listening tonight, life moves fast. Love your people, take care of your health, give people flowers while they can still smell them. And as we always say here at the Buckle Up Podcast Universe, stay ready, stay aware, and don't forget to buckle up.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love it. Thank you so much. That was
You're
awesome.
so welcome.
Absolutely. Stephen, thank you, man. I will talk to Dr. Gentry and you probably put us in the same group message to figure out a time that will work for all you two with us, and we'll get that done, man. And I'm praying for you, brother. I'm praying for your family. You got this. And I think if anyone's going to kick this thing's ass, it's going to be you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Heck yeah, man. All right, Steve. Well, we always give everybody a
round of applause.
round of applause. Heck
Great
yeah, man.
job,
Yes, sir.
Go Gamecocks, baby. Go
Absolutely.
Gamecocks.
Appreciate
Absolutely.
you guys.
Take
Thank
care.
you so
Have a
much,
good
Stephen.
night.
Give your family our best, man.
Okay.
And I'll get this
Absolutely.
back
Will
to
do,
you
man.
pretty soon. I'll have it done tonight.
Beautiful. Thank you, guys. I appreciate
Okay,
you.
bye-bye.
Absolutely,
Thank
brother.
you.
Have a good night.
All right, you
And
too. Bye.
blessings of his life.
Mom, he
God
was an
is
absolute
fabulous.
blessing today.
I asked the Lord to heal him,
Yes, ma'am.
right, because he's so
He has
pure
a
and
good
wonderful.
spirit.
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
excellent spirit, excellent spirit. Oh, all right, Brandon.